Gemini, so y'all message is pretty much talking about it's the end of a situation, a cycle. It's the death, like something has come to an end. Maybe it's the death of old thinking, old ways of living. It's really just about new beginnings for y'all. That's what came up. It's like something has ended in your life, a phase, a cycle, whatever it is that you have experienced right now, Gemini. It's like it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's a lesson you learned. It's not a loss. You may feel like you've lost something, you took an L, but really it's a lesson. And the most important thing is, did you catch the lesson? Did you get the lesson? Do you understand the lesson? Because if you do, then you know that you ain't got to experience it again. So it's really about you moving forward into a new direction, a new beginning. Gemini, the death of a whole situation is over. It's you don't have to look at the past anymore. You're moving forward. You're moving out of an old energy. Things or something or a situation no longer serves you, Gemini, and it's time for you to embrace the new beginnings. Embrace what's ahead, what's coming your way. You completed a cycle in your life where it's just time for you to grow and to experience something much more deeper. That's what I'm getting from y'all. It's like, yeah, it's time for new beginnings, out with the old and with the new. Then y'all have intuition and downloads. So with this card, is pretty much saying like maybe some of y'all have been experiencing like noises, like high pitched noises in your ear. You've been hearing or seeing flickering lights. Maybe if you keep hearing that noise, it's basically a sign that's saying like you're getting downloads. You tapped into your intuition, and you're tapped into to heaven, a higher state. Is basically saying if you're hearing this ringing in your ear, if you're hearing this high pitched noise, then you're receiving downloads from heaven. You're receiving downloads from a higher perspective. And so you're being encouraged to just follow that guidance, to stay in that higher realm. Don't go low. Don't find yourself in a lower frequency based off of other people. It's time for you to raise your vibration. Them pictures that you're hearing in your ear, if you're hearing them, if you're seeing lights flickering, that's a message to say, stay high, stay in that light, because people are going to try to bring you down. So if you've been having dreams too, or specific feelings about things, or just been feeling different, that's, confirmation or messages that's saying, you're in a higher frequency. And it's important for you to stay in that higher frequency and tap into that higher state so that you can get where you're going. Because Gemini, you may have goals and plans, and in order for you to get there, you can't be in a low frequency. You gotta raise your vibration. So that means changing your environment, changing the people that you with, and not allowing these people to bring you down, cutting people off. That's not bringing out the best in you, because it's people that really bring out the worst in people, especially when you don't have self-control, when you can't control your temper, your attitude, and things like that. These people are going to bring out the worst in you. And if you know you're not even at that level, you need to stay away from these people, Gemini. So I feel like this is just saying that you just got to trust your intuition, and those downloads that you're getting, that's going to allow you to move into a higher realm, a higher state, instead of being in low vibrations. Because once again, I say you're moving into new beginnings, new directions. So that's important. And then you'll have the card that says, a time for healing. This is a time for healing. Maybe you experienced something traumatic in your life. Whatever it is, this is just basically saying this time right now is for your healing. It's time for you to go within. It's time for you to take time for yourself to heal. You invested your time and your energy into other people, and now you need that time for yourself. It's time for you to begin your healing process on another level, a level you may have never experienced before. Maybe you've already been doing work with healing, but this is on another level that's going to take you exactly where you need to be. Also, you have inspiration. And just like I said with y'all last one, intuition. Y'all got intuition and inspiration. You have the capacity to basically be an inspiration to other people, Gemini. It's like maybe your goal is to inspire other people. And it's like, yeah, You have that capacity to do that. You probably are already doing it, inspiring people. And so you just have to continue to be that inspiration. But of course, that comes from within. So you have to be able to make sure you're right, that you're taking care of yourself, so that you can be able to continue to inspire people, or to start to inspire people, because you have the capacity to bring a lot of light to this earth with your purpose, with your purpose and your gifts. So Gemini, if you know what your gifts are, you know what your purpose is, then you have the capacity to bring light. And a part of that is with inspiration. That's you tapping into allowing another person to go within and inspiring them. That's what you are able to do. And you can bring light just with your presence. Your presence and your purpose is really important, Gemini. It's like you got to be in the right state of mind, in the right state, period, along with your purpose, so that you can continue to be the inspiration to other people. So take care of yourself. That's what's coming up. It's like, take care of you, take care of yourself, put yourself in a space where you can continue to be at a higher state. You can trust your intuition, get the downloads, the things that you need in order to move you towards your goals and what you truly want. And I feel like with having the gifts, or to be a person like a light worker, it's a lot. It could be overwhelming. So maybe some of y'all Geminis feel overwhelmed, and sensitive to a lot of energies. However, do the work on yourself, because the more you do the work on yourself, you will be charged up and you'll be able to give your all to the people. So if you feel like, a part of your work is dealing with others, and bringing light to this world, then you got to make sure you fueled up. That's just, real simple. It's like, you got to be fueled up, and the more you fuel yourself, the stronger your gifts will become. The more energy you can put out into this world, that good vibing, high energy, and you won't find yourself feeling depleted, because you putting in the work with yourself, you charging yourself up. Also, you had a message that says, look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. So it's like, look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. And, it's more to what you're actually seeing on a physical level. And I feel like it's just time for y'all to tap into that unseen world, that driving force, that world that's going to allow you to really flourish, to shine, to be the light, to be that light worker, to give back to, the planet and earth, because people need you. Pretty much, that's what I'm trying to say, Gemini. People need you, the people need you. And you got to really ask yourself, do you really want this? Are you really in it? You know what I'm saying? Because you being an influence to people, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It could take you into a whole field where all eyes on you. Are you equipped to deal with that? Are you ready to deal with being an influence to a lot of people? That's a lot of pressure that could be put on you. So just think about where you want to go with helping others. Because, yeah, when you got a whole lot of eyes on you, that's a lot. That could be a lot to take in, especially if you're a sensitive person. And then also you'll have happiness. So, experience happiness right now, like where you are in this moment. If you've been just feeling like you haven't been completely happy, then I feel like this card is saying it's time for you to really be in the present moment, to really enjoy the happiness, the things that make you happy right now. Be in love with how your life is in this moment. The things that make you smile, the things that make you feel good. Value and appreciate that happiness that's in your life, because that's really a powerful energy. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to feel good and have that joy. So if you feel like you haven't really been experiencing that, then tap into it. Look around you and see what things make you happy, and stay there. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that good vibe and energy. And then y'all have deep breathing. So I feel like deep breathing is basically saying, do some deep breathing. Bring yourself back to this present moment. pay attention to your breaths when you're breathing, when you're inhaling and you're exhaling. You know, really tap into that energy that's within your body. It's saying, you know, you doing that deep breathing is just a reminder that you're here, you're present. You know, you have life. So especially deep breathing, especially if you find yourself in deep, tense situations, you know, things that might frustrate you or just make you irked, annoyed. Remember to breathe, Gemini. Remember to breathe. Yeah, just use deep breathing. It's going to help you tap into your physical body and your metaphysical body. But it's really important because it brings you to the present moment and lets you know that, you know, you're here. You got, that's life. Breath is life. So continue to use breathing techniques when you're frustrated. If you have intention, be mindful, do that breathing, bring you back to the present moment. Not in the future, not in the past. And then y'all have these two cards that I pulled that says playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I feel like this is in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, you know, it's about just having that inner child, you know, bring that inner child out. You know, when it comes to relationships, don't worry about all the seriousness. Just build on having fun, taking things, building friendships. You know, before relationships is really about friendships. So if you just connect with people and you have a friendship, you playful, you youthful, you not all serious, you know, that helps the process. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, yeah, you could be looking for a person or a relationship, but you so focused on the seriousness. It's like, no, be playful, let your inner child out, laugh, you know, become friends. Don't think about all of that romance and seriousness. Pretty much, it's like, just have a fun spirit, a fun, playful spirit. Be friends with a person. Then y'all have honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And I feel like this is just for people who are in a relationship. You know, honor the place in one another. That's going to deepen your relationship with the person. That's going to allow y'all to grow even more. Have true bliss. You know, when you can connect with a person on a soul level, that's powerful. You know, so just be in that space of honoring one another. And that's your message, Gemini. Peace.